Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Fields going to throw right away. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Stevenson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Play action. It's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's the option, running right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's brought down. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Patriots at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Got his man, it's Thornton. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Fulton connects on the extra point. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be...
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now Jones. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back to Montgomery on second down. Room here to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool, 34 yards. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Off the play fake, Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Jones looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick six.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on second down. Jones. And this is incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Here's Jones.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Going up top. And that is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 37 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Harris. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Off play action. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here's Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Now Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll run with Montgomery, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And again back to Kmet. Nice job there after the setback, 11 yards, and now it's 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Montgomery is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. No CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. Got the connection here to Bourne. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jones. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jason Pierre-Paul with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. On 2nd down, here's Fields. Fields hit, and the ball is loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jones. And this is Parker, complete. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Here's Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Jones completes this one to Thornton. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They run for it with Harris. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago.